early Sunday. The sun is finally starting to come out. I don't know. Clouds are still covering it. It's freaking cold. Got a new mic, so let me know how it does. It's got a little wind resistance thing as well as it's a lavalier, so if it works well, oh boy, I'd really like it to work well. It'd be a lot easier than what I was doing. For real though. Anyway, thanks for coming. If you're new here, remember to like and subscribe. Yeah, we do a lot of the flea market stuff here. We do, a lot of hunting for magic cards. We got some cool stuff coming up. I'm actually going to be in Japan in about a month and a half, and in Japan I'm going to be doing a lot of streaming and video making as I go about my business. I'm going to be there for the release of Final Fantasy, that set. So yeah, yes, please do hit the like, tap the screen twice, or it's in the top right, those three dots. Ooh. No swimming, guys, no swimming. It's pretty cold for it. Old school matchbox. There's a lot of that here today, actually. There are no magic cards. Well, I stand corrected. There's like 5 magic cards. Nothing good though. There's a lot of books today. There's a lot of art today. There's a lot of tools today, but there are no magic friggin' cards today. There's a ton of Pokemon. There's a ton of other stuff like sports, like that guy's going through. There's a ton of vinyl here today and furniture like this. Yo, so how is this new microphone? Let me know. I'm curious. If this one works out, it would be a lot easier. And I think I can adjust the gain. So if it's too low, please do let me know. The Star Wars storybook. All right. This guy's got cool stuff, but no magic cards. Yeah, so it's freaking cold out, guys. It's supposed to be warm later, but right now, oh boy, I'm freezing my ass off. It's 5:30 over here. It's ridiculous. So this is like, you guys are my final pass-through before I go home. There's a lot of random stuff like this. People selling their arts and crafts. I'm not concerned with. What I'm concerned with is vintage-looking furniture. And, magic cards and whatnot. I like to find the old technology as well, but unfortunately there's not a lot of that. There's like, okay, my buddy here has something cool. He's got a nice working Sony boombox. But yeah. Yeah, man. These are like library chairs, and it's awesome. Library chairs are always so comfortable, you know? Now, does this represent magic? I don't know. Let's see. Wouldn't happen to have magic cards, would you? No. I see a Charizard, some Pokemons. So, thought I'd ask. There you go. So yes, no, microphone good. You can hear me loud enough. I'm trying out a new one that I bought, and I'd like to get some feedback. Also, hit the like while you're here. Thanks for coming. It's a cold Sunday morning. It's supposed to get warmer, but for now, if you can find the right copy, this is really expensive. Mic is perfect, excellent. So that's cool. So I bought a new mic and I'm testing it out. And it's honestly, it's a lot easier than my old way of doing things. So I'm pretty happy to hear that it's working out. You know, oftentimes when you buy these peripheral devices, they require you to download a freaking app and then like record through that app and then export the video from that app to like your phone, and it's like it's so convoluted and ridiculous. This mic just makes it nice and simple, and it's a lavalier, so it clicks onto my clothes, so it's nice and easy. And there's an extra one if I want to use it with somebody else, so yeah, that's awesome. Well, thank you for answering, Boo. Appreciate it either way. Help me out. Doom scrolling, man. It's the end of the world. We all do it. Just freaking time spent swiping. There you go. Here's some.
They did that showdown.
I wonder if that's a quarter ounce. What's that?
They had a show that was in New York.
That's actually a good deal.
They had so much money to spend.
But it is 16.24.
They had,
It's a decent deal.
mix it up.
I think
Come back. and double the
0.24. It's not a quarter. But yeah, decent deals. Actually, like, that's probably a better deal than going to like a coin store to get gold at spot price. Like, you'll be better off doing that. Well, thank you, Boo. I appreciate that. It just, yeah, I don't know why. Well, I do know why. You know, you're reluctant to spend $150 for some silly little microphone. But this one worked, so I'm okay with that. Especially since it simplifies everything. Okay, we got some stuff, man. What is that? What does that do? I don't know. Got a lot of tools today. Tools everywhere today. Like, it's a good day if you wanted some home decor. You know, there's a lot of things here. Yeah, the camera quality isn't probably that great because of the fact that there's, you know, it's not the best signal here in the middle of the field. But interesting that you can hear all the background sound as well. There's, you know, so early morning here is like intense with people who show up with silver and stuff like vinyl and what else? Like video games. Oh man, you see people like tearing at boxes that show up, and they're like a little group with flashlights. Toys as well, like old school 80s toys. Yeah, that's the type of stuff that people flip out about. Yep, the generators and some people talking, that's funny. All right, we're gonna go over here. We got some nice, like, you know, farmer nation stuff there. You could always buy some nice flowers and like these bushes, man. Okay. There's a lot of oddball stuff today, like knickknacks. What? Coffee time, it says, look. Coffee time. Oh boy. This is in Connecticut. It's a decent,
Don't bother her. She's probably cold.
Okay. So I like this flea market because it's got a lot of, like, look at that painting. What's that doing, you know? This flea market has a lot of oddball stuff. There's a lot of flea markets with a lot of junk. There's a lot of flea markets that it's like people selling like new stuff that they got in bulk. And yeah, this isn't a lot of that. So it's a pretty different flea market. I like this one. I mean, you can come every week and there's something new for you to see. There's usually a lot of magic cards for me to find, which is like my focus. Yeah, I know. Like, what kind of freaking coffee time was that? That's so strange. And like, you gotta wonder who made that originally and for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, and like, you gotta be some type to have some of this stuff in your house or on your wall. There's like there's a few clown arts today and stuff, and it's like, who was the original maniac that had this on their wall, you know? I don't know, that's rough. That's kind of, it is maniacal. Here you go, calibration set. Tea time with our headless decor, you know? Like, so you get invited to someone's house, and then you go over and they whip out that thing. Wouldn't you be like, bro, what happened? There you go, that's a rare pigalope. There you go, right? What do we got over here? Got some autographed baseball. I took a video of this before. In sync backstage pass game. I like that one. I think that's pretty funny. I don't know what the game is gonna be like. Probably be pretty weird. I mean, if it was actually like backstage pass at NSYNC concert, I don't know. That's funny, Goblin. You know how many whiffs I've caught inside here? I smoked my ganja before I came, but this place, people are smoking left and right in their cars. It's great. I mean, I'm supposed to say people are not smoking in their cars. That's nice. He's got like the universal set where you have the both names.
It's too late, he's already paid me, I count.
Yo, these Jedi things have gotten stupid in the secondary market. Like crazy money. Jedi things. Star Wars things. What am I talking about? Hey, there's Ben. How you doing? Indeed. I always like to take a minute and acknowledge when I catch a whiff at the and I'm feeling that little red thing you showed reminded me of the beef.
See that surprise.
This guy's got some oddball stuff. Ah, you're going to the theater? Okay, so you know, another thing about this flea market that's awesome, if you need like tools or like, hey, how you doing? I used to have a lot of cards from that set. Tools or like fishing gear or golf stuff. Yes, we are allowed to grow 6 plants per adult in Connecticut. Pretty sweet. So if your house, you know, you got a partner, you can grow 12 plants. I wanted to do some gardening. You know, I really want to get like an automatic, this is my boy over here, but I gotta stay wide because he always plays good music, and I don't want a copyright hit.
$10, man.
But yeah, so you can grow 12 plants if you know. He said these are all one-piece cards. How crazy is that? That game is so new, yet now it's already at the flea market like this. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, so 12 plants if you can't ever smoke it all. Wow, see, I need to get an automatic setup. I have no time. I got 2 kids, and it's rough. It's very rough even getting here. The wife is doing a lot of work right now. Thank you, wife. I appreciate it. But yeah, like I need to get a nice little tent and automatic lights and all that stuff. Nothing crazy. But you know, I have a solar, so it makes it even more worth it because I'm not using, you know, electricity for it. But yeah, silly me for not doing it. Where are you from, boo? It's pretty funny. I always think it's cool when I see like a piece like this. This is part of like a distilling operation. This guy's got some good stuff. Some like vintage nation. Boo, I was down in Tennessee with my wife. You guys do have flea markets there. Depends what you're looking for. There's different types of flea markets. The ones that are permanent locations are kind of tough because, like permanent structures, like, what's up, man?
What's up, dude?
Those are kind of tough because, you know, the people that are there are like entrenched stores who tend to focus on one type of item or another, and they know their prices, and it is expensive. Whereas at a flea market like this, you can find deals. A lot of the people that are here are resellers. So it's people who like liquidate storage units, clean out homes, that type of stuff. So yeah, this isn't, you want to find vendors like that because that's where you get your better deals. Somebody, you know, who's got all Legos is going to have very specific prices on those Legos. And do you think you'll ever get a camera for this you can watch on full screen? Oh, you're talking about filming horizontally? So on my channel, I have a lot of this horizontally filmed. I film widescreen when I make my film. This is just for the live stream. Eventually, I would like to go to do streams both when I'm at the flea market, but again, it's tough with the baby, with the babies, you know. But yeah. One opens up pretty soon. Yeah, check it out, boo. You might find some interesting stuff. I mean, there's something for everybody here. Even if you like marbles, like this dude's got mad marbles. It's a lot of marbles, man. I like it when people say nothing to me. It's like, okay, I did not just speak to you. There's a lot of weird people here at the flea market too, and that's like half the fun is talking to the oddball mofos. Like, yeah. So one of the worst things to run into is a seller of cards who sells only singles at a flea market. That's the type of person that wants full retail value that, like, you know, that a store would get. It's kind of crazy to think that they would get that price. What's up, Robert's Table? How you doing? Good to see you here. Yeah, New England has a lot more flea markets than a lot of places. You like that hot dice? Actually, Ben, it is freaking cold out, man. It's like, I don't know, 45, 50. Let's see.
Oh yeah, I know. And then he buys nothing.
The jewelry guys are the best, man. It's some crazy stuff.
Come on, man.
So, if you go,
No music for that, huh?
if you go early, you can find some good deals. But you got to go way early, man. The real people who are looking to get deals and like actually get deals, they're here first thing in the morning. I got the coffee time freaking crazy doll. That was ridiculous. Like, what's the matter with you? Who made that? And why? And like, what type of problems do you have? There's an hourglass for you. It's like a real ass hourglass. I'm tempted. How you doing? I'm tempted to turn over your hourglass, but I don't want to. You know, like, how long is it? Do you know? Is it? It's an actual hour. That's awesome. Cool. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I just didn't want to be the guy that broke 61 minutes. Hey, there you go. I thought it'd be less. I just didn't want to be the guy that broke it. Yeah, look at these like ancient tomes. Kind of crazy. But yeah, imagine right now I just freaking smashed like a huge valuable hourglass by accident. This is my buddy as well. He's a good guy. A lot of people here, like my buddy here, this is an interesting device for rolling the dice there, huh? That's kind of cracked. But he and other people here, what they do is they hold magic cards for me, which is nice because, you know, that's what I'm out for. So it's good to have friends or like vendors who know you at the very least and who are willing to put aside the magic cards when they find them. This guy's got all the games, but you know, this is another one of the deals where it's like I said, if you have a dealer that has very specific items, they're going to be priced accordingly. And it's going to be tough to find a deal unless, like, with this type of stuff, if you maybe buy a few and do a cash deal. Nice. But, you know, look at that. It's $100 for that game. Is it Dragon Quest IV? Awesome. I mean, I know Dragon Quest IV is awesome. What I'm saying is it worth 100? And like, is that full value on eBay? I don't know. Nice. This guy's always got some random stuff. They are what I said before about liquidators of, like, you know, stores, homes, storage units. They have interesting stuff. I found they had a binder of Magic once that I got a few cards out of. Good cards. Like some reserve list stuff. So yeah, I'm always happy when that happens. And we got this lady over here. Say hi. Yeah, it's like a lot of crafts going on today. You like that, Ben? Here you go. You guys into Deep Space Nine? What's the matter? You don't want a gold Ducat toy? Let's go talk to that pink lady. You're funny, man. I don't know if she wants to be like filmed, so I'm not. I'm not gonna go F with her like that. Hey, I saw something. I saw Shenron, some Dragon Ball action. Amidst this randomness and Beanie Babies. Beanie freaking Babies, man.
Hey, you want it? No, no, no. I have enough stuff.
Beanie freaking Babies. Tamagotchis. I actually have some unopened limited edition Neon Genesis Evangelion Tamagotchis. Gratefully dedicated. So like, I think you can get away with it. However, I probably wouldn't. I think there's like a cop here who's like chilling at the front. You can definitely smoke a vape. No one's gonna F with you there. You can definitely smoke in your car. You can definitely smoke on like the other side of the field. You know. I'm looking for one of the big sombreros you can eat chips out of. You got benches. There's a guy here who's got those like chunks of live edge wood. Like, okay, like you see the distance, you see those porter potties? Just go chill over there. No problem, you know? Like, I wouldn't walk around smoking because, like, you know, some people don't like smoke. Sometimes there's kids. But you go over there, there's a bench there. You can go over to those porter potties, you know, or just in that corner. No one's gonna bug you. It's pretty relaxed nowadays in Connecticut when it comes to the ganja, which is good, you know? It really shouldn't have been an issue in the first place. Like, the prohibition of ganja is just absurd. Paul, I did not find anything. Actually, I'm gonna correct that. I found a few cards, and when I say a few, I mean like, you know, 10 cards, 5 cards here, 5 cards there, no good cards, like 1 pack of Modern Horizons 2. Oh, what's in here? It looks all open. Any interesting sealed stuff? I don't think so. You know, actually, last week was kind of crazy. I found a sealed Judgment pack, which is kind of crazy to find. I dread the state I live in. Jesus freaks and old people. You know, it depends on what type of old people you got. There's a lot of cool old people. You know, I think actually that's probably one of the biggest markets. If you get like if you had like a way to get older folks from old folks' homes to dispensaries, like, yeah, they'd spend a lot of money. I'm just saying. Depends what type of old people. And plus, now old is like, you know, people who were teenagers in the 70s, you know? So it's like, you know what teenagers are doing in the 70s. And like, I guess I'm old people now too. That's some bar cabinet. Oh man. How you doing, Paul? Good to see you. What? What? I don't know how that works. Okay. There's a lot of Pokemon today, but no magic. It's all opened. Yeah. It's kind of disappointing to see no magic today. Yeah, exactly. The old generation of old folks I get. Hey, TCG dude, how you doing? Gratefully Dedicated's got the like old school old people. The real deal ones. Yeah, I know these are worth money. I just don't know enough to know which ones are worth money. You know what I mean? Garbage pail kids, man. Hey, you know, that's okay too. I don't understand why JC and Ganja got a clash in a lot of instances. It doesn't make any sense, you know? Like, you think JC would have been against Ganja? I don't know, man. I think he'd be like, smoke him if you got him, if it makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of art today, and it was pretty fierce early in the morning when people were pulling out their art. There are a few like art people at this place who know what they're doing. I'll never understand how Pokemon became so popular. I think the artwork is blah. You know, honestly, Pokemon is all right when it comes to the artwork. I know what you're saying. There's better anime in terms of quality of the art. But, like, I get why Pokemon is popular. But, like, MetaZoo, which is kind of like a spin-off of Pokemon, but with worse freaking art, I never understood how that was popular like that. That's craziness. Damn it, I went to sleep and woke up an old guy. I know, I don't want to talk about that, Robert Sable. It's bad. Burning bushes, yes. Well, sir, I must inform the guides about my maiden voyage to the group of sellers. Oh, nice. Congrats, for keeps. That's a good time, man. Getting off of work. There you go. All right, we got a lot of comics today. It's the game, collect them, translate very. Yeah, yep, you're right about that. And not only that, but into like a, you know what it is? It's a marketing thing with Pokemon. Like there's toys and games and card games and this and that and the other thing, and it's very easy with Pokemon. Whereas with a lot of things like Magic, it doesn't translate as well. This guy's got some serious freaking stuff going on here. MetaZoo totally played on people nostalgia plus pandemic hype and piggybacked off of Rudy Push, you know? Look at this glassware. This is some glowing ass. That is some uranium glass right there. It is like radioactive looking. Oh man, I can't imagine breaking a bone at this point. I'm too old for that type of action. Getting pissed at young people in their racket. Yeah, Hot Dice, I agree with you. And like, I think anybody buying it was like the quote unquote, they were in it for the money and didn't actually like the thing. There was very few people who liked the thing. When a game is like that and doesn't even play well, yeah, it's kind of a shock that they do so well for so long. All right, let's see. I was always like, is this a card game for people who absolutely hate card games? No, it was a card game for people to try and make money, and it's a look. Collectibles is a bag holder economy. It relies on someone buying the stuff that you bought. Otherwise, you get left holding the bag. That's where the term comes from, okay? And you know, when you're dealing with something that suddenly turns from desirable to not desirable, so many people got left holding the bag, and the people who sold early made some good money. No doubt. I'm glad I could entertain on a Sunday morning at the flea market. That's what I try to do here. Your bone starts growing at 37. Yeah. I mean, they continually replenish, but it's slower and slower. I just looking at why people bought it. What a strange game that was. Yeah, and the art was just bad. I mean, I was about to say no offense to any MetaZoo artists, but really, I mean offense to some MetaZoo artists. The golfer's alphabet. Hey, announcements. See, clowns today. All right. All right, guys, this is the last row. I'm gonna walk through. There's only a couple more rows anyway. I'm gonna walk through this row and then call it a day. I gotta film a couple more things and I am hungry. I'm gonna get my bacon, egg, and cheese and yes, maybe a cookie or something for the ride home. I don't know, something. It was a cold morning and my knees are like screaming at me. It was kind of rough coming out here as early as I did. Meanwhile, today, it's one of those days where it doesn't matter. Like, a lot of the times it matters because I'll be the one to get the magic cards. But today, there were no magic cards. It did not matter. So yeah, that's rough. I guess I got it last week. I took a little video of this before. I love the box art on this. That's just amazing and like old school. Oh man. And like the sun is up now, but it's cloudy. I think people drawing those flat as pancake stick figures. No, they aren't good. Every drawing looks like a sticker put on top of the card. For real though. Do they have any DS games that I would want or advance? That's I've been looking to. There's a lot of advanced games that I want. So it's always good to take a look. Let's see. Game Gear. Some more. Finding Nemo. You know how often I see games like Finding Nemo and Disney games? Nobody wants them. Okay. All right. Let's go. Those Game & Watch things are awesome. I have one for Zelda. It's got Zelda 1 and 2. It's great. I like having that to just whip out and play. I got a big flight coming up next month, so you better believe I'm gonna bring my Game Boy Advance on there. Well, actually a DS, but you know, it plays advanced games. And I'm gonna be editing a lot of videos, I hope. Gotta get that done anyway. But yeah, flying to Japan, man. It's like a 16-hour flight there. And maybe 13 on the way back. My kids play Disney games for 5 minutes and forget about them. I have a few stacks of. Here you go. All the different types of ammo. That's kind of cracked. I like that display. Different. Yeah, definitely. I agree. The older games, I like to play all the older games nowadays, and that's why I like actually Game Boy Advance games, is because it was kind of like a Super Nintendo handheld. You know, so basically you can get Nintendo games and Super Nintendo games. Special plans for Japan. Well, I'm going to be arriving the day that Final Fantasy releases, so I'm going to get as much as I can. As far as special plans, yeah, eat everything awesome all day. Ever see any lawn jockeys at the flea market? Yes, I have. I've seen plenty of them. Yeah, SNES, the reason I like it is because, like I said, you know, clearly you can play the Nintendo games on it, but it's also like, you know, Super Contra, not Super C, but like Super Nintendo Contra was so sick. This is, you can tell it's like real. Oh no, Robert, I'm actually a quarter Japanese. My grandma is from Osaka, and so I have been going my whole life, well, whenever I could get the money and whenever my parents would take me. So I've been like 6 times. This might be my 7th time, so yeah, that's going to take care. Take care, man. Yeah, so this is going to be a good trip in that I know what I'm doing, I know how to get around, I know where to go, and I know what I want. So yeah, it's going to be a good trip like that. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming around. I will catch you soon. I'm going to post a Discord. So yeah, if you haven't joined it, you'll see a post on the channel soon about that. Otherwise, remember to hit the like on your way out. Remember to subscribe for people watching this later. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace.